Sound it's live.
Well, it's very loud up here. There you go. So, but we can't possibly be live yet.
You are live.
Well, we have an opening video, so we can't be live yet.
Okay, well, you're live.
All right, so let us play the opening video. But first, then, let me just say hi to everybody if we're live. But I don't know if I have any proof of this, so let me look on my. You might be pulling my leg. You might be.
Turn that sound down over there.
Okay, here we go. I'm looking to see if you're. Oh, my goodness. He's telling me the truth. Okay, so we are live. I'm going to mute mine too. Hello, Ron Hibbs, Teresa Hill, Peggy Delgadillo, Kathy Winkler. We're live. Carol Moore, Sharon Samter, Sandra Rock, Sherry McDonald King. You're all being entered into the randomizer as we speak from all this. Kathy Hobbs, you are live. You guys are welcome early tonight. Yes. Aubrey Thurber, live and looking good. Aubrey, you're so kind. Thank you so much. We don't have John tonight. It's just Todd and I, and Liz Cochran is taking care of all of the hard stuff, and then Ryan, of course, is here, right? Ryan is here. So tonight, I guess maybe we don't need to play the opening video since I'm already here, right?
You're already there, but you can still play it.
I would like to play it because I'm thinking about the mama all day today. So
You need to be over
I
there.
do? Oh, thank you. I really appreciate that. So, anyway, yes, I think that Todd is. Oh, look, he's making his way up. We're showing the folks at home how it's done tonight. That's what I always say when we don't have it together.
We have it together.
Do we?
Yep.
Okay. You know what I like is that you still have my Get Your Fire Back thing up there, which is fun because the girls saw that all weekend. All right. So see, let's see, Jennifer Klatt, Arlene Zinstein, Julie Gingrich is saying, hey, Liz. And Ryan is here. Shannon, how are you feeling? Shannon Johnston is here. I know we did miss her, but Shannon, how you doing? Let me hear from you. Ferruccio is here. Ferruccio is not. He's home. He's not well. He just had ear surgery. I just talked to him like 2 minutes ago, so I'm not very happy about that. But
Well,
he said
imagine how he feels.
Can I tell you what? Earaches are the worst. They're like backaches, earaches, toothache. Those are the three top pain getters. They're really hard. So let's see. Carol Moore, Angela Pritchett, Diane Vogt, hello, love, Nikki Grandchamp, and Terry Dixon. Hello, Terry. Oh, I found something, Terry, that I think belongs to you, so I'll tell you about it after the show. I think you're going to go, oh, I hope that you will anyway. So here we go. We are doing good, and Barbara Rue, I have good news to share, she says. My movie just made this announcement. Oh, my God, amazing news. Emily or Oscar, the movie, was just selected by Cannes International Cinema Festival via filmfreeway.com. That is great news. Wow, that's great. Cheryl Davidson Conway, hello. We sure miss you. And I think about you all the time, as I do all my girls. And I've been thinking about everybody having the week to recover, get your fire back. That doesn't really sound good that you need time to recover it, but you do because we do so much in such a short period of time. I mean, it is action-packed, but it's all fun. And it's awesome, but you get home, you burnt the candle a little at both ends of the wick, right? So Sharon Amorosa wants you to know she feels really sorry about your car because I told everybody about what happened last night, and so she wrote today, and I meant to tell you about that. I haven't seen Todd all day because he went golfing today, yes. And I actually was with Brenda McFamily today because I didn't get to finish everybody, so I have two more people that I'm going to be working with. That I couldn't get to because we just ran smack out of time. So here we are. So, okay, so we're ready to go. We have hey, Julie Lawrence, it was a whirlwind. Yes, it was. And it was a great whirl. It was more like a tornado, but a really good one, like a fun tornado. Okay, Kathleen Anderson, Roy Howe, and MacGyver, of course, his Chihuahua. You know what's crazy? I saw a man today that reminded me of you, Roy, at a diner, and he had a Chihuahua just like your Chihuahua MacGyver, but the Chihuahua was sitting on his shoulder like a parrot, and she's 15. So I sat with him to talk to him because, that's about the age that they start to, I don't know, that you see them getting old and things.
A parrot?
No, it was a Chihuahua. It sat on his
dog,
shoulder, yeah. And so he was saying that he was not really prepared for the dog's exit because he's so crazy about the dog.
Dogs can live longer. Yippee lived 18, and my grandmother had a poodle that lived to be 22.
Yeah,
Poodles live a long
but
time, right?
it's all relative, and Chihuahuas, it's usually around 15, 17 years, something like that. 15 to 18. But I mean, I think I told him about the promise and how you have to focus on the promise, which is the promise that you make to take care of them and love them and feed them and give them the best home ever. And then when they leave, we're sad, but we can feel good about keeping the promise. That's what I do. So tell me about this clip before we play it. This is the
I'm
mama.
telling you, I don't know anything about it.
Oh, it's what stage is this? Because remember these? Do you remember these? They were at the Debbie Reynolds Dance Studio, and they were cutouts. And so this isn't the Broadway stage for Irene, is it?
No.
Okay, so this is probably, but it's a live performance. And look at the set. And she sings a song, "You Made Me Love
the mic
You."
is live, so we'll just. Well, "You Made Me Love You" is post Irene.
Yeah.
Probably, so because that was a
her
song in Irene.
right.
So let's just play it, and I'll talk over it.
Alrighty, and then we'll get on with the show. There's those things.
I didn't want to do it. You made me want you. And all the time you knew it. Guess you always knew it. You made me happy sometime. You made me glad. But there were times when you made me feel so sad. You made me sigh for. I didn't want to tell you. Didn't want to tell you. I want some love. That's true. Yes, I do. Indeed, I do. You know I do. Just give me what I cry for.
Have to what?
You know you got the brand of kisses that I die for.
Okay.
You know you made me love you. Hi, Debbie. You made me love you. I didn't want to do it. I didn't want to do it. You made me want you. All the time you knew it. I guess you always knew it. You made me happy sometime. You made me glad. But there were times when you made me feel so sad. You made me sigh for. Didn't want to tell you. Didn't want to tell you. I want some love. That's true. Yes, I do. Indeed, I do. You know I do. Just give me what I cry for. You know you got the brand of kisses that I die for. You know you made me love you. wanna tell you I want some love. That's true, yes I do, indeed I do, you know I do. Come on now, give me what I cry for. You know you got the brand new kisses that I die for. You know you made me love you.
You? So you want to make sure your mic is working? No, they can't hear you when you were on before.
You know you made me. You know you made me. You know you made me. Love you.
One, two. Turn yours back on.
Mine is on, so you can probably hear me. No, mine isn't on.
Yep, I hear you.
You hear me.
That was, in my opinion,
Yes.
the peak of her singing capabilities. That when she was doing Irene, in my mind, it was like her at her best.
Was that live? We're offline. Oh, because the song.
Could be.
Oh no. Oh no.
You have
Okay.
to tell us if you see that right away.
Shall we
just now.
Shall
if you
we?
see it at all, the jump on that.
Oh. Okay, hold
Now
on.
I don't see that over here. You sure?
It looks. I don't see us on there.
You're still live.
Hey, we are still live,
You're still
Ryan?
live.
All
don't see
right, Ryan. That was like having God talk to us.
Just don't see a picture.
Oh, but there's no picture.
There you go. There you go.
We're back. Are we back?
What do you
Okay.
see?
It just
Ev-
says that the There you go.
Yes. You know, I forget that we get kicked off for the. It's not fair.
Well, Ryan, did you hear what I said about my mom? That was what I felt that it was her at her best.
I did.
Okay, so that part was
Yeah.
on, so to speak.
You look very handsome tonight.
I have my golfing attire.
I know. It drives me crazy when you wear golf attire.
Is
It's
that so?
yes. It's better than a loincloth to me.
Here's
It's
your-
just really
Here's your.
he won today. I got my half. Oh my gosh. I love golf. I just love it when you play it because you're really good.
You don't come and watch us, though. You can come and
No,
watch
but
anytime.
I would like to come watch
Not that
because
interesting.
no, it's fun to watch. The thing is it's the weather is nice right now to watch. I don't like coming out in the heat.
Well, there's definitely no heat right now. That's
No,
for sure.
I know.
Now, I have to say, though, I had to
bundle.
lose the vest. It was way too hot for the vest.
Was it?
Now, look what I did. I put my mother's costume right in front of,
Of
the
your camera. All right, so we have a costume on the right. Actually, you know what? Seth may have pinpointed this costume. Let me look. Hi, Francine Lobner. I see you there. I'm going to look at Seth because we do have an auction item tonight. We haven't done an auction in a really long time. And I'm sending you something. I am sending you a
Well,
picture.
I don't have the picture of it, and it only shows up on the super
No, but I
wide.
have a picture of her wearing the skirt, and she's with Gary Marshall in the picture, so we could send that picture, right?
You can send it to me, I guess.
Okay, let me go ahead and send that. Here we go. It's on its way to you.
Which email? You're going to have to send it
The
to
Mac one.
Okay.
Okay.
I can
And-
set this other camera up on a
And there
close-up.
you go. I just sent it. So we do have an auction item, and he's going to set a camera on it. It is Debbie loved color, as you know. Favorite color was green, but she also really loved red. Red was a big color. She had a Bob Mackie, like red beaded gown, much like this. And when I put this on the stage. This costume weighs about 40 pounds with beads. It's insane. I don't know how she ever did it, but she had one in red too. So red was a
seeing him. What do you
big
mean?
power color for her. So
He's connected. I'm looking right at him.
you're looking, okay,
What
so
is he not connected
so
to?
we are looking at this
Right
right
here.
now. This Todd will get a camera on it. And it's a
on
long,
the screen right there.
flowy
He
skirt
started
with a
talking.
matching shirt, and there's a picture of her right here wearing the skirt.
Talk to Ryan real quick.
Ryan, is everything okay?
Hey, okay.
Yeah, everything's
Can
okay.
you come on screen there? Because
Ryan, you want to come on screen? Put yourself.
can.
Okay,
we
great.
were just told that you didn't have any picture. Is that a falsehood?
No, what picture?
It was just for a moment.
Oh yeah. No, we're good.
good.
We're good. All right. So the costume, I think that did you light it? There you did. And you have a camera for it? There it is.
as it
All
does.
right. So this is a Debbie outfit that she loved because it was red. It is flowy. The skirt is flowy. I have a beautiful picture of her in it with Gary Marshall, and we will send that with it. This has the matching shirt and the skirt, and of course it's TTMS. Who's typing? Is that you, Ryan?
Ooh, sorry, I forgot to mute.
That's okay. I'm like, wow, you're banging those keys, buddy.
We've got a randomizer.
We have a randomizer, and you got to fill that baby in. So I see you have Patty there, and we're going to ease into that shortly. So I am just loving this outfit, loving
There.
it. Goes all the way to the floor. There's the picture of Debbie wearing the skirt, and she's with Gary Marshall. Oh, she has a boa in her hand there. Actually, do you know that I think that the top she's wearing with that skirt is the Bob Mackie top, actually.
Mix and match is what
Yeah.
she used to say.
Mix and match. Yes, that's what we did. So anyway, there it is. And we will open the auction at $5, as we always do. And so it's been a long time since we've had an auction item. So if you are wondering how this works, you just... we open it up at $5, and then you bid, and the increments go up, and whoever by the end of the show has the highest bid wins the outfit. So that's how it goes, and it comes with a COA and certificate of authenticity that Todd will sign. So that is that. So we are off to the races with the Debbie dress. So just put Debbie $5 or Debbie $10 or whatever you are. Just put the word Debbie in front of it so we know what you're doing. And other than that, we are good to go. So how did you win today? Big? I see.
don't
I
know.
got
You
money.
Have the money. You must know what happened then.
Did you give me all? You gave me all the
I
money.
gave you it all. I have to split that with you at some point. I just didn't have change.
Oh, then you have to take it back, and we'll split
Well,
it
we
when the
have
time is right.
As you know, we have a maximum of $100. And what's funny about that is that some of the people I'm playing with are worth literally $1 billion.
I know.
And when they lose $20, I mean,
They take it really hard,
oh,
right?
Like personal. Like today, I'm out on we played yesterday also, and I won 20. John and I beat Gary Goett and his team for $20.
And they were smarting, right?
Well, no, and he was upset about losing that 20, but I didn't really
Your microphone is still really quiet.
quiet.
Yeah.
Well,
So let's see if we can get
I
that.
could turn it up. a bit.
Nikki Luongo says the money's on the dresser. LOL. Nikki, sometimes I wake up in the morning and there's like a $50 bill, on my pillow. I'm not going to tell you what that makes me feel like, but I always enjoy the $50. But it's funny you should make that joke because I laugh about it all the time when I wake up and there's money on the pillow and no person in the bed and did I dream that? Yes, I think I did. Hey, Holly Skaggs. Oh, Ferruccio is in it.
So I'm not going to tell the rest of the story?
Yes, you are. Roy Howe said there's 6 more shopping days till my birthday. Just
That's
thought
okay.
I would say
I'll
that.
just go back to my room.
No, don't leave.
I gotta make an adjustment back here.
Oh,
anyway.
okay. So while he goes to make that adjustment, I will continue to entertain the troops. So that is, let's see who's here. Kylie Catlett. How you feeling tonight, Kylie? She's tired but feeling better. The tired, that's the worst thing about the COVID Omicron is that you do feel tired. You feel like you have a cold, then you feel tired. Yes.
One.
Who's the person? Lisa? Oh my gosh, I haven't heard from Lisa in ages. I don't know.
Well, what it gets down to,
yeah.
well,
Lisa
sometimes-
probably made
well, just
could have
make
made
sure she wants to do that. But the truth is, if you were to go out and buy that, that's what it would cost, just from random.
Oh yeah.
I mean, isn't that a designer piece?
That's a good question. You get in there.
I tell you what, the skirt.
Hey, Serena Ryan.
I remember her wearing
Anita
this top
Anderson.
a lot.
Oh, I remember the
She
top
wore
a
the
lot
top
too.
a lot. But
Yeah.
this is actually a designer piece. This is Valerie Stevens.
She was big in the 80s, Valerie Stevens.
Got
She used
padded shoulder pads.
Yeah, she used to make my gowns. She was really
But
good.
I don't. Anyway, I'm going to finish my golf story. I don't care what anybody
Okay,
says.
and you have the floor.
No,
Boom. Go
I-
right ahead.
People were complaining that my volume was not.
Yes,
at
they
your
were
level.
complaining that you were.
So I have now increased my volume to
Did you
compete
get
with
it?
yours. I think I have. Anyway, so what happened is, I beat yesterday. John and I beat Gary basically on the last hole. We flipped it over and we took $20 off him. So, we all obviously tease each other afterwards, have a glass of wine and hang out and talk.
Yeah.
But ended up happening was this morning when I arrived at the driving range, I said to Gary, "Hey, that was a close match yesterday."
Yeah.
And he goes, "Yeah, well, that won't." He says, "You're not going to be on my team. I'm getting that $20 back."
Jeez.
Now I'm just giving you, I'm like attitude, and I laughed, and it's like, I mean, as much as we're kind of joking,
Yeah.
he's half serious. I mean, now Gary is probably worth literally $1 billion. So for $20 to him is like nothing, right? So it's just funny to see that. And then today it really got bad because by the time we came around on the 18th hole today, we flipped him over for the max, and that really hurts. So
Yeah. And max is $100.
$100 is
Yeah.
the max. Part of that's because we don't want anybody, being mad. Because if you lose, it starts to get painful if you lose too much. I don't want to lose more than that. I'd get annoyed.
I don't
and
want
even
you
when
to
I
lose
lose 100,
more
I
than
have to
that.
say, because I've been maxed myself. But he wasn't counting on me because I had my fractured wrist. I haven't played
No,
in
you
2 months.
You haven't been there.
2
in a
months.
long,
I
long
played
time.
November 27th.
Listen, I tell people I didn't even know you played golf for the first 5 years of our marriage. You never talked about it or went to golf.
That's not true. You never heard it. I was talking about it all the time. You just didn't pay
No,
attention.
you would tell me that you golfed when you were younger all the time, but I never, for the first 5 years, no golf. You never went golfing. I was just stunned.
I
when
hid it from you.
Did you? Is that like me buying things and hiding them in the closet, which all women do?
So today somebody said to me, they were looking at my putter. Now that could sound wrong, depending on who you're talking about. That could
Yes.
sound wrong, but
I don't know if
this
I like
pu-
them
one of
looking
the
at your
one of the
putter.
golf professionals was asking about this putter I have. That's an older putter, and I said, "Yeah." I said I bought that putter when I was 14 years old from the Hillcrest Country Club,
Yeah.
and so that makes that putter 50 years old. And of course, he's not even 50 years old. The guy I'm talking to, he says that putter is older than I am.
Yeah.
I said, so by now it should know what it's doing. And of course, that's how that works.
So Loretta Ayers wants to know if you have ever golfed with Tiger Woods or anyone famous.
Anyone famous? Yes. Tiger Woods, I played on the same golf course with him. I didn't play with him. He played, back in the day, they did the Las Vegas National tournaments here, and they played it out on the golf course that I used to have a house on. And so I actually walked around. I walked with him, but I never played with him. And then there was another time I was in Kansas City, and he was playing on a golf course there, and I played in the same general vicinity, but no. But I have played with Gary Player, who's a pretty famous dude. I played with Gary Player, and I played with some other famous people like Bob Hope and Bing Crosby and people like that. Sort of celebrity golfers more than anything else. I wanted to play with Sean Connery. We talked about it a lot, but I never got to.
I would have visited this golf course that day, I think.
Well, yeah. So like, there's certain guys that are really, really into it. I got to play with Dean and Jerry Lewis, Dean Martin and Jerry Lewis. Those people.
Yep.
So I mean, I cannot think of any opportunities when you play in these pro-ams. You play with those people. You're on the same golf course.
Right.
A lot of famous people,
I used to.
but you're not on.
I
You're not
used to
in
go
there
to
for
those all
them.
the time when I was 21, 22. I actually used to drive in Fort Lauderdale. We had Jackie Gleason started this really great golf tournament called Inverary. Do you remember this? Inverary golf course, and it was in Fort Lauderdale. And so I was one of the people that would pick the celebrities up at I was 16. And I would
That's
pick
cool.
the celebrities up at the airport and take them to their hotel. And then I was driving the golf carts. So I would be assigned to different
That
people.
was a popular thing to do, to put pretty girls with, on those services.
Yes.
Now, when I played in some of these pro-ams, like I have played in the same tournament as Jack Nicklaus, Arnold Palmer, really famous people, but maybe I saw them on the fairway over.
Yep.
But so you really aren't playing with them particularly.
Well, that's how I met Evel Knievel. I was assigned to him to pick him up at the golf course, and then I got assigned also to him to.
Did he actually play?
Oh, he was a great golfer.
Well, you'd think he's a pretty athletic guy, obviously.
Yeah, and I was assigned to drive his golf cart, and that's how I met him. And then I went to work for him like a year later, and I worked for him for a year, and it was really quite the education for me because I was 17 when I went to work for him. And then when I turned 18 was when I decided, that I wanted to go to Los Angeles to begin an acting career. And he was really mad about that.
Right, well.
Because he didn't think that he worried about me because he said, a nice girl like you will get eaten up and spit out. And, I really just don't think this is a good idea. And I'm like, wait a minute. Did you not teach me everything I know about dreaming? Did you not teach me everything I know about believing in myself? Did you not, for the last year, just teach me about achieving and not being afraid of anything? Was that you, or did I dream that? And so he said, okay. I said, I'm not going to do anything
And then you sang the
stupid."
song.
Which one?
I dreamed a dream.
Then I sang I Dreamed a Dream to give my song. Actually, you know what? When he was so great. Oh my gosh, I just loved him. He was such a father figure to me, but in a really strange way because he was just so interesting, and he was such a.
Well, I'm glad to hear he was a gentleman too.
He was, and he was a storied character, and so to witness the things that he did, and how he did them, and how he approached everything psychologically was just an incredible lesson for me. And he really did make me fearless, just being around him and watching him. But I did talk to him. He called me. Of course, we remained friends over the years, but I talked to him right before he passed away. And he had a liver transplant. And
Was he a drinker?
Well, he did like his wild turkey
I
with
seem
Heineken
to remember him being a
chasers,
bit
yes.
of a drinker.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say. I don't think he was like an alcoholic drinker or anything like that. I've got lots of experience being around that.
I'm sorry to say.
I'm sorry to say, yes, but no, I don't think that he. But he would have a wild turkey with a Heineken chaser every now and then. So that's
I think we should all do that. Let's do it right now, in
That's
fact.
right. But he was a huge influence on my life, and so I miss him being on the planet a lot.
Who do you got there?
Okay, so we have one of our very own, Patty Hughes. She was at Get Your Fire Back. Do you remember Patty? Take a look at the face right there. Yes, indeed. So there she is. Hi, Patty.
Hi.
There you are. So Patty was here for Get Your Fire Back. I met Patty. Patty, how many years ago did I meet you?
Oh, geez. I know I was at your makeup studio. I think it was 2001.
Yeah, that was the year we opened the store and makeup studio
She
in New
looks like
York.
she might be wearing cat cosmetics right
She's
now.
catted up to the hilt right now. I mean,
I am.
she's drunk in cat cosmetics. You look beautiful. Okay.
Thank you.
So why is Patty here tonight? Well, I talked to the girls about how there's a story, and we all have a story. Where there's a story in every one of us, and that that it is so interesting to write a book. Now, they always say write what you know, right? And so my first book was The 30-Day Heartbreak Cure. My second book was Cat and Fern's Excellent God Adventure. And then now I'm finally getting around to the book I really want to write. But
My Life with Todd?
My Life with Todd. That's the one. And everybody else, because it's time.
Oh, My Life with Todd and Everybody Else? That's the title? That's too long. I like the first title better.
That's right. But Patty actually did this, and you can do it too. My first book was published by Simon & Schuster. My second book, I wanted to self-publish it because I didn't want to wait for a year for it to come out. Once you turn a book into a publisher, you wait a whole year for it to come out. Yours was almost that long, wasn't it?
Well, mine was different because they had already set the date even before we finished it.
Yeah, that's true. So yours came out a little sooner.
Well, it came out 2 months after I finished it.
Oh, no, that's unheard of.
But that's because
Well, it was timely.
but we had planned it that way.
Yeah. So, but I just, I didn't want anyone to tell me what I could or couldn't write about, because sometimes they'll say, oh, don't talk about God so much you might offend somebody. And I'm like, what? Oh, they don't need to read my book if that's the way they feel. But I just didn't want that. I didn't want anyone telling me what I could write about. So I decided to self-publish. And there's a new way of doing that. Well, it's been around for a while, but Patty and I both used the same platform, which was KDP, Kindle Direct Publishing. Is that what it stands for, Patty?
Yes.
Yeah. So you write it, and in the old days when you would self-publish, you would have to spend all this money because you would have to buy books, and it was hard to do. Now it's easy. It was expensive to do. Now it's not. And Kindle Direct Publishing I love because it's affiliated with Amazon. And so when someone buys your book on Amazon, they have something called print on demand. So you buy a book like you would buy any book in any store, except they print it when it's ordered, and they do it really fast, and you can still get it in just a couple of days. And so this is a really cool thing, because if you have a book in you, 3 pages a day is the way to do it. And then you don't judge them, just write your 3 pages. I'm going to ask Patty about how she did hers. But what I really love is that when you're done, you can go to Fiverr.com or Upwork.com, and you just hire an editor to go over it to make sure that it's grammatically correct, all that, or if, fix any little errors. And then you have a book, and you can self-publish the book. And why am I talking about this? Well, because I think that with people being home right now and not really having a lot to focus on, or to get your mind focused on something positive, I just think everybody has a story in them, and how great it would be to do that and have your book on Amazon, and to be able to have your kids read your life story, or whatever you want to do. So Patty, I wanted to say congratulations, because you have written this. You have a new book you wrote, and it's called My Life as Skippy. Do you have a copy of it? Let's see it. Hold it up and keep it really still. There it is. My Life as Skippy. Now, Skippy is her cat. Skippy has a mustache, which makes me laugh.
Skippy owns her, probably,
Skippy
right?
owns all of our animals own us. Isn't that true? Right? So My Life as Skippy is on Amazon because Patty wrote it. But see, this is how she spent her COVID vacation. I mean, she worked. You never stopped working, right? But you wrote a book. Okay. So now tell me what made you want to write this book. because I want people to do this. I really do. I want people to, it doesn't have to be a so big giant book. That looks like I actually have a couple of those to give away. So tell me what made you write that book. Yeah.
Well, I'm going to see if I can show you. I have company here.
Okay.
There he is.
Oh, Skippy.
That little guy.
Can we
Skippy,
see?
yeah.
Can we see him?
That little guy.
Let me
is
see
what
him
what
one
made
more
the book.
time. Let me see him one more time.
Okay.
Okay.
Skippy.
You're frozen,
Skippy.
but there you go. There's Skipper. Look at Skips. Look at that boy. Now, everybody that has a pet is very invested in their pet emotionally, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me what My Life as Skippy is about.
Okay, so I actually wrote the first chapter shortly after I adopted him, and I sat on it for years, and then he was on QVC, he was on 6ABC, which is the affiliate in Philadelphia. We did a Shelter Me segment talking about the place where I adopted him, and I started thinking, you know, he's such a character. I need to write all this down. So I started to write it all down, and I actually finished it at the end of 2020. That was my goal, to finish writing it at the end of 2020. And then I went through and edited the whole thing myself because I'm an English major, so I felt pretty good about the grammar being correct. And then I had talked to a bunch of different people about publishing, and I actually looked into Amazon Kindle Direct publishing, and within a week I made the decision, and he's standing up.
Oh,
Yeah,
alert.
he doesn't care that much. I think he's shunning the spotlight right now.
Yes, he doesn't want to be in the spotlight.
Yeah.
Okay, so from the people are asking a couple of things. So let me go ahead and ask you that. So how long did it take you to write the book?
Well, overall, because, I mean, it probably took me 10 years, but I wrote some and put it aside, and wrote some more and put it aside. And I didn't really get really serious about it until 2020 when COVID hit. And then from that point, it took me 6 months maybe,
Yeah.
if that.
And people are also wondering how much you spent in the process of doing this.
Yeah. And it didn't matter the length of the book, because I think mine is like 138 pages. So they gave me a package deal, and I'm thinking it was about $500. And then I said I wanted to have pictures in it, and they said they were going to charge me $1,500. And I'm like, okay, I don't want that.
Yep.
And they said they would do it for $300. And I found that I could bargain with them.
Yeah.
So what?
Oh, that's good to know.
I sent pictures. Yeah, I sent pictures in, and they illustrated all the pictures, because they said if they would print pictures on this paper, it wouldn't turn out right. So every picture that's in this book is actually a drawing of the real picture.
Yeah, it looks
So,
good.
Yeah, they did a really good job. They showed it to me as they went. So every chapter has a picture, and these are just pictures that I sent in. There's a real close-up of the boy.
He looks like
His
Hitler
mustache.
or Chaplin. Which one?
Charlie Chaplin.
Charlie Chaplin. I won't call him
Yeah.
Hitler anymore. Okay.
Hitler gets no credit.
Hitler gets no credit in this house, so Charlie Chaplin it
know.
is. Yeah. Okay, so
So
all right, so for $300, right? That you
I think it was $300 to do all the pictures. Yeah.
Yeah. But you see what I'm saying? That's the biggest expense other than, and you know, with Facebook marketing, it's so I don't want to say cheap because that's not the right word for it, but it's inexpensive. I mean, what I love is that if you create something, you feel good. It feels great to create something, doesn't it? There it
That's
is.
me.
Yeah. And the sense of
That's me.
accomplishment that you have from looking at it, and it doesn't matter how long it takes you. It doesn't matter. Just that you start and finish something and feel a sense of pride about, what you've done. But I do think we all have a story. And I believe that our story is something that is either can entertain somebody, help somebody, inspire somebody. There's like so many different things that a book can do.
Can I chime in?
Chime in.
Chime?
Yeah, please jump in.
Well, so in my view, everybody, not only does everybody have a story, but you never know what story is going to be the next big thing.
True
and
that.
it can be the simplest thing. Some of the greatest stories ever told have been some of the simplest stories about just the human condition, or like your pets, or like, think about movies over the years about National Velvet, about a horse and a girl and a horse, or some of the simplest things turn out to be some of the biggest stories. It doesn't have to be a grandiose story like Cleopatra. You don't have to write. The human condition can be so much more interesting sometimes, and the things and the struggles and the surviving of life and things that we do, I think, are more powerful than some of these fantasy stories, for example.
Yeah.
I'm not putting down superhero stuff. That's fine, whatever. But there's like real superhuman stories that are real. You know what I mean?
Oh, for
And
sure.
those stories need to be told, even if they aren't famous people. Just the day-to-day stuff in life that we all do, I think could be the next huge story. So that's my 2 cents.
No, and I think that is really, really true. You just don't know. But just getting things out is really good. And we've talked about this a lot in all of our conversations, Patty, about how, say you had, you survived. I love stories where people rise from the ashes. Who doesn't love that, right? And if you've been, taken down to ash, then you have a story too that could inspire somebody because you made it through, and that's what I love too. But this is your second book you self-published, right, Patty? What's the first one?
Yeah, there's the first one.
And what's that about?
It's fiction and it's romance. This one came out in 2009. So
That's because most romance is fiction, unless it's about
Yeah.
Kat and I.
Oh gosh.
Right. This isn't
Silly
about Kat
thing.
and you.
No, it does look like me on the cover, though.
It
See
does.
the little
I know,
pointed
but,
nose.
My friend did this cover, and she also did my Skippy cover, the same girl. She lives in the United Arab Emirates, and she did both covers for me.
How did you find her?
We were online friends for, oh my gosh, now probably 25 years.
Yeah. And so, but did you use Fiverr for? That's when I say Fiverr.com. It's F like Frank, I.
But you have to.
Wait a second. Fiverr, Fiver, like a $5 bill. Fiverr.com is what I'm talking with Patty about, because this is a place where you go to find anything you can think of: graphic artists, video editing, book cover design, at a really good price. And so you go and you look at all their things, and then you make a deal. And the reason they called it Fiverr is because when it started, you could get it for $5. But that's not the case anymore. But still, it's a good sourcing place to find things that you don't know how to do, and to help this project along, or any project really. It's really great. And I know that there's people out there, I've been seeing what they're saying, and there are people out there that this is very interesting to them, and one person said her husband wrote a book but it didn't work out, so that with the self-publisher that they were using, so she's going to check out KDP. So Patty, how are you marketing your book?
Well, that's another thing. They presented me with a marketing plan that included a website and social media and, marketing and all that. And it was something like $8,000. And I'm like, no, I can't afford that. I
Right,
can't afford that, you know?
right.
Then they brought it down to $4,000. I'm like, I can't afford that either.
Yeah.
And then they said a website that, you know, for 5 years it would be this much. I'm like, I don't need a website.
Right.
So I found that KDP will bargain with you. So I ended up getting a marketing deal for, I think it was $1,800 and free website, because I'm like, I'm not paying for a website. So they're
Right.
building all that and, you know, charging me over a couple months for this $1,800. And I, you know, so and I'm working with the guys at Amazon right now to get the social media. They're doing brand new Facebook, brand new Instagram, and a website and all that. And then they're going to do SEM and SEO and all that stuff, search
Right.
engine marketing and all that.
Well, you know, and that's not even something that you have to do. That's just what you chose
Right.
to do because you've been down this road before. I didn't know they offered all that. That's just great. That
Yeah.
is excellent. I might have to look into that for the books the book I did write. And I think the one that I'm writing now I want to self-publish
My
as
Life with
well.
Todd?
My Life with Todd. My incredible life with the amazing Todd. How's that? Does that work for you?
Well, I don't want to
Well,
overdo
Todd,
it.
you could write your own, My Life as Todd.
That's true.
That's right.
I think I already did that.
Yeah. Well,
know.
so do you love your book? Do you feel a great sense of pride and accomplishment?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, you know, and it's just about a silly cat who was asleep next to me. And I know people have said that. Oh, you know, like, oh, it's about a cat. But this cat has meant a lot to me.
Yeah.
And he's my connection to my mom. For those of you who don't know, I adopted him. I was the caregiver for my mom when she was older. And I adopted him as company for her when I went to work. So he's very important to me. He's my connection to her.
Yes.
I told you though,
There
you know,
he is.
well, wait,
Look at those eyes.
got
My
them big cat eyes.
gosh.
I told you though that people, you know, first of all, the number one thing that people search for on the internet generally are, besides, you know, food supplies, are animal stories. People
Yes.
love pets and animal stories, and some of the greatest movies, The Black Stallion, you know, but just, you know, The Yearling. I mean, your Academy Award-winning movies. You know, some of the greatest stories ever told are people and their pets, and that's because we all have such an amazing connection with our pets. Some more than others. Some have more pets than others. And I'm not talking about anybody in particular over here, but it's a big deal, pets. You know what I mean? And so therefore, I think those stories are powerful and relatable, and that's why they do so well. So we should write about our pets.
Well, I think animals are the number one thing people love. And what do we look for when we're bummed out about something on YouTube? Funny pet videos. I mean, this is just, you know, the way it is. So one of our, Shannon Johnston, who lives in Montana, by the way, what a beautiful girl you are, Shannon. And she was supposed to be at Get Your Fire Back, but she couldn't make it at the last minute because her daughter was ill. And so, you know, we missed you. But she just said that her day job is, and I didn't know this, she's a literary publicist, it looks like. And that is really great. And she said she can give tips to people wanting to self-market. It's easy peasy. So Shannon, guess what? That's a book.
Sure.
That's a book. And you know, here's another thing a friend of mine does that I talked about at Get Your Fire Back, and I will repeat it again. There are people, and a friend of mine is one of them. He is actually a writer for a lot of people who can't write a book, and so they have ghost writers for celebrities. And that's what he does. But you know what he makes quite a bit of money doing is he writes little teeny books, like How to Be Happy or, you know, something like that. And they're tiny. I mean, Patty, they're like maybe, you know, they're just tiny little books. And he sells them on Amazon at like $2.99 or $1.99 or something like that. But because a lot of people will part with that money, he sells them in
Lots of 'em.
lots of them, and Amazon, because it's under a certain price, doesn't take very much of this money. So he's just decided that he loves writing these little books and putting them on Amazon.
Well, think about this. Mark Twain. That's all he did is write short stories. The Jumping Frog of Calaveras County is a stupid story about this jumping frog contest and then putting shot in the frog. But it's so cleverly told. I mean, you could say, who wants to hear about a jumping frog contest? I mean, that's not even worth reading, right?
Right.
But that's one of the most popular books that sold a gazillion copies. And Mark Twain wrote these massive amounts of short stories. I mean, what was it, a Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court? Of course, the obvious stuff, which was the Mark Twain. I mean, the Huck Finn stories
Right.
and all of that. But I mean, the guy wrote 100 short stories, literally.
Well, here's the thing. You got to be in it to win it. First of all, we do this because what did your former father-in-law, Larry Zabel, used to say? Don't do things for the money. Do you remember that?
Sure.
He would say, do it for the joy. And, so, if you make money at it, isn't that great? But you do it for the joy.
Well, his
And I
whole
love
philosophy
that.
in life was boiled around happiness. That was the word he used.
Yeah.
When you asked him to boil down life after 90 years, and he said it's all about happiness.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever you're doing, make sure it makes you happy.
Right.
Make sure what you're doing makes you happy. Make sure that it's creating happiness for you or others.
Yep.
And that was his secret to life. I think that's a pretty good secret.
So, Patty, did it make you happy to write this book?
Oh my gosh. Yes, totally. Totally. I'm very proud of it, but I'm very happy too.
Yeah, yep. That's the whole thing. But I love the idea that we could all do this. And I have done it. Patty's done it. A lot of friends of mine have done it. And it just is such a great thing if you're just sitting around, if you're not busy all the time. 3 pages a day is what I found is a great formula for writing a book, because you're not looking at this giant, I'm writing a book, and it's just this giant thing in front of you. But you write 3 pages a day, and don't judge it, just keep going. 3 pages, 3 pages, 3 pages. Then you can start to edit. And I just love this because anybody can write 3 pages a day. And some days you're going to want to write more. You'll be on a roll, so it's like great. But that's the least amount you're going to write is 3 pages a day. And I just love this idea because I know that a lot of you have a story in you. We all do. So I wanted to bring Patty on because she actually did it. And Patty, I must say, I know I'm not saying it just because it's Cat Cosmetics, but you're looking very beautiful. I'm loving the haircut. I love the way you look.
you.
And you look happy.
Thank you.
Did you enjoy Get Your Fire Back?
Oh my gosh, yes. Yes. So much. And Julie and I were saying that we always take something away, and we did, and I still learned things, and just being with the people that I felt like I already knew, that was a lot of fun.
I understand the food was pretty good.
The food was great. Totally. Yeah, it was great.
Oh, I love to feed
I mean,
my people.
Kat did it, but it was still really good.
Yeah, yep. I absolutely loved it. It was really great. We're doing it again at the end of March, so I'm really excited about that because I get to meet another round of people I feel like I already know. But you guys were an amazing group. Every single time I do one of these seminars, I've never had a bad bunch. Never, ever, ever, ever. It's always been, it's just a magical thing that happens because when you get 18, 22, 23 people, especially if you get 18 to 22 or 23 women together, it could get a little funny. You know what I mean? But I've never had it happen. I just have this wonderful thing where I seem to attract fantastic women, which makes me really happy, so having you and Julie Gingrich there was really good because you guys came, it's been a while since you came to Get Your Fire Back. So, Yeah, it was great having you both. And I just love you, Patty, and I'm very proud of you. And let's talk about the title of your book one more time. So if people want to look at it on Amazon or get it, it's called My Life as Skippy. My Life as Skippy. And just look for the Charlie Chaplin cat. See there? Oh my gosh. How old is Skippy? How old is he?
Kat, I have to tell you that when I put on the elastin collagen cream on my face, Skippy licks it off. And I keep saying, now stop it, because I don't have much of this, and it's not in stock right now for me to get. But he loves that.
Oh, that's funny. I have some news on the elastin collagen cream. First of all, my skin is suffered so bad without it. I've never been without it this long. And it finally, it's shipping to me at the end of next week. And I'm really happy because I have hundreds and hundreds of people on back order because, we haven't had it in 3 or 4 months. That's the first time.
Where is it? Over at the port in Long Beach?
Actually, believe it or not, everything we make is made in the USA.
Oh,
But
so it's at a truck stop somewhere.
no, what happened was some of our raw materials come from Japan or, other places, Korea, where they have amazing skincare technology. So, yes, it was a supply chain issue, but it was also the jars.
We never even heard this word until the
I
last
know.
X amount of months.
Don't get me started.
Okay.
Don't even get me started. But I will say that the
Let me just ask everybody. No, I just want
Here we
to.
go.
How many times? When have those words passed your lips ever? Supply chain issues. How many of you ever said those words?
Never.
Prior to the last 6 months? Did you ever say those words?
No.
Never.
No.
And I buy a lot of stuff. I never. So what can I tell you? I just had to get it off my chest.
But it really was a supply chain. It really was a supply chain issue because the jars. Believe it or not, all of the jars that your things come from overseas. I personally don't have makeup made. I don't buy Chinese makeup because a lot of people do and a lot of big companies do because it costs so much less and people, will make more profit. But the way I look at it is this. If I have it made in the USA, I can literally keep an eye on it from morning until night. If I want to go sit in the lab with one of those little shower caps on my head, I can. I know it's not tested on animals because and it costs a lot more to test things on human beings, but it's worth it. And it costs
Everything needs to be made in the USA.
Yes.
They can all make whatever they want because it is we now know what a serious problem it is not controlling the entire chain that relates to a product delivery. You heard what happened with Ford today? They can't even make their cars because of some chip. They're relying on overseas. Well, how stupid is that? I can tell you right now that Henry Ford is rolling over in his grave, given the guy that invented the assembly line. What was that all about? You have all the parts right there to put the car together, and everything was made here. What is this outsourcing nonsense? Get rid of all of that crap. Let's buy U.S. products and stop with all of this Chinese junk.
Well, you know what, though?
But I don't have any feelings about it.
No, I know. I can tell. You're mellowed out about it. Look, see, Patty, what this is like. It's Todd for president. I don't want to be first lady, though.
Jeez.
It's like, no, I think he'd make a great president, but I don't want to be first lady. They rip first ladies apart limb by limb. And so no, I don't want that. But, people don't know this now that you brought up the chip in the car thing. Patty, did you know that because our cars are now electronic, right? Mm-hmm. Our cars are now electronic. All the, what do you call it?
Well, everything about them.
Everything about them. So if you get in an accident or your car lands and all 4 wheels are not on the ground, you can't open your windows. You can't get out of the car. And so if I were you, everybody, they're not expensive, but get a
Window
it's a
breaker.
window breaker, and it
usually
it's
has a safety belt cutter on it.
it has a safety belt cutter because you won't be able to get your belt off either. So it's like, have this, because all you have to do with the window is you just, bam, and it's got a little nub on it, and I don't know why it breaks the window.
Because
but it
they
does.
shatter.
But it doesn't even look like it's that serious.
No, it's the point.
Yeah, but it's very important that people know that, because a lot of people really don't know that your car is electronic. Therefore, when all four wheels aren't on the ground, you might not be able to get out of your car, and you want to always be able to do that. So you can probably get one on Amazon or any auto parts store, I would think, right?
Swallowed by technology. That's our story as a society.
Yeah.
We we talk about war, and if you had the technology wars that are going on are very dangerous, because an electronic magnetic pulse, for an example, if they ever did that, would shut down the satellites, would shut down power grids. I mean, it's just, we have become so reliant on technologies, and one little thing goes haywire, and we're all going to be like without anything. So I always tell people, be a Boy Scout or a Girl Scout, and have your, oil lamps, and have some supplies. It's not doomsday thinking. It's just practical, be prepared thinking.
Yeah.
Because it really, in our case here, we have big generators and all kinds of sophisticated stuff. But without going crazy to that degree, at the very least, give some thought to the what ifs. You bring up the car thing.
Yeah. Well, I didn't know that. And when I found that out, I was like, I got to get one of those. Because if you went into the water, think about that. So it's just
Better not to go into the water.
I don't think people ever plan to go in the water. It really isn't about the plan. But the point is that we should at least be able to get out of the car, and that's
Well, you're talking about being prepared, which is
like a Boy
a
Scout.
good thing. Yeah.
And I can be
or a
one
Girl
now.
Scout.
But no, don't need Girl
Well,
Scouts.
actually,
I can be a Boy Scout.
I identify as a Girl Scout personally.
I think you just want to, be with the girls. That's what
No,
I think.
absolutely. With my mother was a Girl Scout leader.
Yes.
As you might remember.
I do.
And Carrie and her friends, they were in her troop, and my buddies and I, we loved being with the Girl Scouts. Now we had our little Boy Scout outfits, and they had their little Girl Scout outfits.
You still have your Boy Scout outfit.
I know.
Patty, I saw this little tiny
That's actually,
Boy Scout
you
outfit
saw
in the
my
closet.
Cub Scout
Cub
outfit.
Scout. It was a Cub Scout. I'm telling you, the pants, they're like this. It looks like a Boy Scout outfit that someone put in the dryer 50 times on the hottest thing, and I'm like, did you fit in this? These little teeny pants and the little tiny shirt, and he still has it.
I have my Boy Scout and
He
my Cub
has it.
Scout outfit, and all
Yeah.
my little pins and patches. And I actually wore that outfit, if you remember. The Cub Scout outfit, I actually wore it in The Sound of Children, that TV series of my mom's, my first television show. And I actually wore that outfit. And and it was my mother's doing, really. If you think about it, I don't know that I would have a lot of that stuff if it wasn't for my mom having the
collecting bug
foresight.
got on you?
Well, I mean, when you're a kid or even a teenager, you wouldn't be paying attention. I wasn't at that time. But she had kept it all, and then at a certain point I became conscious enough to think, oh, this might be fun to have. And now I have it all.
Yes. So, okay, so I just saw something go by. Oh, so some people think I would be a good first lady, and that how fun it would be to be able to get your fire back in the White House. I love that comment. Whoever said that, it was very funny. I think might have been Anna, but I saw it fly by, and I was like, yes, that would be fun. I would turn the White House
A party
on
house.
its ear,
It'd be a party house.
Exactly.
Right now it's full of old fogies.
Oh. All right. So, Patty, My Life as Skippy is the name of
I
your
love
book.
that name.
I hope that people will go and check it out. It's a really cute book. You know what? Why don't we I'm going to give one away tonight. How about that?
A book.
I'm going to give away Patty's book, My Life with Skippy, tonight. That'll be one of the prizes.
Does
which
she
we will
approve of
delve
this?
into. Do you approve of this, Patty? Linda Kornreich gave me bought two books to give away. So I will give away one of them tonight. as a prize. And
How are we doing on the dress, by the way?
Oh, I don't
the
know.
red,
That's
the
a good
red
thing.
Debbie dress.
Ferruccio,
okay.
the red dress for Debbie Reynolds' red dress is $500 up on the auction. I just wanted to announce that. And my darling Patty, I thank you for coming on the show tonight. It was awesome having you. And it was awesome being with you last weekend. I
Well,
loved
thank
it.
you.
Every minute. Yeah. And we
Well,
all
thank you for having me, and I love you too. Love you so much.
Oh, thank you. I receive it. And I just think you look absolutely beautiful. You're still working from home, Patty?
Yes.
Do you feel do you like it?
Yes.
Okay, so you had to go to an office every day before COVID, right?
Yes.
All right, so tell me why you like working from home besides that you get to be home with Skippy all day.
Well, I have a routine now. It's been going on for more than a year where I get up, go do my exercising for a half hour, get my shower, relax a little bit and start working at 8 o'clock. And I just love that.
And so do you find that you stop working at a decent hour like 5 or something like that and you stick to it?
Yes.
I think that might actually work better than being in an office.
A lot of companies think that.
And so I'm wondering how many companies are going to keep that going, or, I'm wondering about that because
I would not want to be in the landlord business for office space.
no commercial and landlords must be a nightmare. It really must be. So, but anyway, Patty, thank you. I'm so happy to have had you on, and I hope you inspired some people to do the same thing. And you are an inspirer. Thank you so much, Patty.
Thank you so much for having me.
You are welcome.
Do you want to say anything to Mr. Ryan?
Mr.
while you have him?
Ryan, make yourself known, Tiny. What is that? Oh, there
Songstress.
Hello, Ryan. Look at how cute.
Wait a minute. I don't see any Star Wars memorabilia. Where the hell are you?
I moved because Patty was glitching, and I thought, is it her internet? Is it my internet? So I came to a new location to try and,
I like
help
you
that along.
in a pastel color. Look at you, pal.
I kind of match. I didn't even try that.
I know. I'm trying to figure out where you are in your house. Are you in the living room?
Living room.
That's what I thought.
No, dining room.
I have not.
Dining room.
Yes. I haven't been to your house in way too long, but I'm going to be at your house in March, which I'm really excited about. And I told Ferruccio, just in case he can't make it because he's having a rough time of it at the moment, but we have time because it's February. You know what?
A month.
We're only a little over a month away from.
Oh wait, it is just over a month.
Yeah, so if Frank can't make it due to any kind of health problems, then I'll drive over there. So that's good. But I'm very excited.
Ryan,
about
what are your
having
thoughts about this self-publishing concept?
It's very intriguing. I like, man, I can write a book first few.
Uh-oh. Ryan,
words,
you're
and then I
you're
put
breaking
the-
up really bad. Let's see. Hold on.
That's it.
We didn't get to hear you because you were breaking up.
It's interesting because in the other room, we've never had a breakup problem with you.
Yeah, I don't know
Weather.
Is it weather?
I think it's the weather, Ryan, because you guys are all having snow, right?
Friday and
Yeah. Oh.
early from like.
You are frozen solid. Is it cold out? And you're frozen.
You're frozen, but you're frozen in a cute way. So it's, yeah.
Well, we hope randomizer will work.
Ooh, we're doing the randomizer tonight, which we're going to start doing in just a minute. Hey, Ryan is going to be here in a couple of weeks, but he's not staying with us, so I'm pouting about that. But
Oh,
Man, we have we moved over a lot of the archive stuff over here, and I have unearthed many things that we need to put on the store.
on the studio page.
oh, nice.
Yeah, beautiful.
Well, I've got a day. I've got a day to do it.
Well, he likes the strip, so I don't, deny him to go out and have a great time on the strip. But, pal, I'm going to hunt you down, and I'm going to spend time with you when you're here. It's just that simple.
Yep, we'll find time.
Yep, we will. And you're going to see what show?
Oh.
Donny Osmond. He's being dragged to Donny Osmond's show. And I keep telling him, you're going to be so glad you saw that show because it is so good.
It's a good show. It's worth seeing.
It is.
Not as many times as she's seen it.
No, wait a minute.
That's-
You haven't seen his solo show.
No, but I
No,
think
you
they're very
haven't.
talented.
Yes, they are, but you haven't seen the solo show.
And
It
I'm
is-
probably not going to.
It is amazing. It really is. I mean, I've seen it 5 times, and I will see it 6, 7, and 8
Oh,
times.
my goodness gracious.
That is how good it is.
It's a good thing I'm not
Wow,
jealous.
that's
Yes!
like Patty and her Elton John devotion.
You know what? It really is. And who would have ever thought? But after I saw Donnie and Marie, I knew that his show was going to be really good. So there it is. So it's time to give things away. What do we say about that? Ryan, are you going to handle the
Right.
randomizer? Could you bring
Yep,
me that
it's up on the
box?
screen.
Okay, it's on the screen. Now, when are we going to get the new commercial-free randomizer?
We'll talk about that tomorrow.
Okay, because I'm all down for that. You know I am.
So am I.
Liz, can you?
They're saying it's 21 degrees from my county back home, and it feels like
21 degrees in New Jersey. I'll take
Oh,
Las Vegas.
It is that. Yeah, it is that cold. for
There's
sure. It's
your
18
first winner right there.
Yes. Hold on. First winner is Jen Smith. You are the winner for the first prize. Scott Edmondson's here. Hi, Scott. Medea's here. Ali Amendola. Oh, Ali, you do want to see him. I guarantee it. Frank, I'm not reading that. I'm moving on. Can you talk about the Debbie dress again? I got here a little late. Yes, Dwayne Shell, we can. Yes, Frank Ferruccio, I saw him and Joseph in the amazing Technicolor Dreamcoat. OMG, he was absolutely amazing.
There's the
loved
dress
it.
you can talk
All
about.
right, so Dwayne, I'm showing the dress right now. Actually, it's the skirt.
There's
but
the
it
dress
has a
right
different
there.
Top. This is the top. That actually goes with the skirt. In the picture, she's with Gary Marshall. She's wearing the skirt and a different top. This is that's what she has on there. It almost looks like a skirt, a long one, but it's not. It's a skirt. So this is the
And what was the
matching shirt.
designer name? Do you remember?
Valerie, I think. Valerie Stevens. Yeah. So this is a beautiful red dress, and a skirt and a top, and it has a red shell underneath it. So it's one of her favorite.
Well, she used to wear
colors.
that underneath piece. She had a lot of those. She did that a lot.
Yeah.
That
the shell and then the
yes.
shirt over it.
So
yeah.
it's a real ensemble.
Right. So if it was screen used, I'm not sure about that.
Well,
I
that's the
don't
Thalian
believe
ball
so.
there, but she obviously wore it
yeah.
several times.
Yeah, she really loved red, so that was one of her favorite colors. And I think that the auction is up to $500. Is that what it is now? $500 right now, and we have about another 6 or 7 minutes until we close the auction. So, Dwayne, I hope that helps you. There's a picture of
Relax
her right
back
there.
in your chair.
I'm going to relax back into my chair because am I blocking something?
No, but you're out of position. So.
I'm out of
And I can't
position.
go back there and reposition the camera.
Exactly. Hey, Deb Tyler, it's up to $500 to
So what did the first person win?
the first person won. Who was the first person? I totally. Jen Smith, you're the wiener. You won Rich Lip Gloss, which is our biggest selling lip gloss from Cat Cosmetics. Let me see if I can hold it up against my black top and you can see it. I have it on right now, but it's probably, I've had it on for quite a while, so I don't know how much is actually left on me. So Rich Lip Gloss, and you also won a nude spicy lip liner to go with it. So you, Jen Smith, are the winner of that. Go ahead, please write me on info@catcosmetics.com, catcosmetics.com, info@catcosmetics.com. Everybody who wins tonight, you have to claim your prize there and make sure you give me your address so that I can send it. Okay, congratulations, Jen. The second winner tonight is Aubrey Thurber. Aubrey! She lives in Utah. She's right down the road a piece. So, Aubrey Thurber, you have won prize number 2. Donated by Barbara Hammond. So, you have won, Aubrey, a really good mascara. Now, this is made actually in Canada. So, when I say USA, Canada's, they have an amazing lab there. So, I do have a few things that I make there. And this is called Stunner. It's Stunning. Sorry, it's called Stunning. And it's a beautiful. Actually, where's that box? Because I have one open in there. So this is the open one? That was alone in the box? You see it? Really? All right. So Stunning, I keep calling it Stunner. Stunning is a metallic, trying to get it out. There it is. It's a metallic color. Let me see if I can hold it up here. It's so gorgeous. It's a bronzy pink metallic. I'll put it on because this is actually one I opened right before the show so I could show it. And there it is. It's gorgeous. Seth Robichaux lives in it. So anyway, thank you, Aubrey. You are the winner. And thank you, Barbara Hammond, for... wait a minute, was this by Barbara?
That's what she said.
Well, you know what? Barbara Hammond. She just donates so many things, so that is it. So, Aubrey, make sure I have your address and claim your prize. Third winner, Cheryl Canning, has been selected by the randomizer. So, Cheryl Canning, you have won, number 3. Okay. You have won. I think most everything is from Cat Cosmetics because I donated lots of it. You have won, Cheryl Canning, my favorite brown pencil that we have. It's a gel eye pencil. It is called Truffle. It's a beautiful eye pencil, and you get a little dual-ended sable brush with it. And what you do is you just line your lashes really close to the lashes. Then you take the little brush and you smudge it into your lashes, and girl, you're going to look like Bo Derek in 10 when it's over. That is how good the truffle pencil with the brush is. So Cheryl Canning, you are the winner there. And
what's great about that product is you look like her, but you don't have to act like her.
Actually, I thought she was...
No, I don't mean acting. I meant just the character.
Yes, well, I don't really know how she acts, but I will say she is just beautiful, this woman. So you will just put that on, smudge it with the little brush that comes with it, and it just changes the game. I'm telling you. Truffle and the little dual brush. So the next winner is Catherine Bradley. So people that don't know how this works, the randomizer takes all of the names of all of the people that came in the room tonight, and it randomly chooses a name. So we love this because it's more than fair. Catherine Bradley, you are number 4. What have we got here? Catherine, donated by Cat Cosmetics as well. All right. Eye cream. Not just any eye cream. The most amazing eye cream in the world. It's an enzyme transformational eye cream. This is a copy of a $300 eye cream that is unbelievable. I actually like this better than the original. So it's enzyme eye cream, and it just works miracles. So Catherine, make sure you claim that at info@catcosmetics.com, and you are the winner of the enzyme eye cream. All right. Oh my gosh, Debbie Rouse, our Australian princess, and I mean princess, I just love you. You are the winner of the next prize, and you know, I am going to send this to you. You are the winner of Rich Lip Gloss, like the first one. And I know that you wear that, and you sell the heckles out of it. Deb's our Australia rep for Cat Cosmetics. She's fantastic.
Are you
And
sure?
there
Why
go.
don't you give her something?
I'm going to give her stuff.
No, why don't you give her like my book or a DVD or something?
She just bought a copy of your book. I sent it out today.
Did
How
I
about
sign
that?
it?
You did sign it
Oh,
for Debbie.
okay.
You signed it just the other day. Brooke got you to. Brooke chases him down to sign things. So
Okay.
don't you love Brooke?
When she's asleep.
Like you love everybody when she's asleep. Okay, so the next winner is Holly Skaggs. I'm seeing Holly's name up there. Congratulations, Holly. Let me have that. There you go. Holly, what did you win? You won No Baggage from Cat Cosmetics, and we donated this. Cat Cosmetics No Baggage. It's not a makeup. It's a treatment. It's amazing. You open it. It's like a lip gloss wand. You just put a little bit here, and you put a little bit here, and you just go ahead and you pat it into the under eye area, and it gets rid of your dark circles and your bag. So you're down to carry on only when you use this, and that's really good. Who was that winner, Ryan? Holly Skaggs. So make sure, Holly, that you write me and let me know that you are claiming your prize, and make sure I have your address. The next winner is a man. We have It's a man. J.D. Montgomery.
What do you mean? It could be a girl, Jane, somebody.
Okay, hold on. There's something down there. Perfect. Perfect.
Lip gloss for him.
Well, yeah, I do. No, that. Yep. JD, you have won Silk Perfection. It's an amazing product. Man, woman, goat, doesn't matter. It just works for everybody. It will make your skin feel amazing through this winter that you're going through. I'm not sure where you are, JD, but wherever you are, you're going to look so good because this is clear. So you put this on your face, and you won't even believe how great your skin is. Todd used to use this all the time.
No, I like the collagen cream.
You're the elastin collagen.
I like it better.
But a lot of Regis Philbin used to buy this by the tub, so it's an excellent product. J.D. Montgomery, I'm going to go ahead and put this here. All right, and the Beth Ward is the next winner. I do, Beth. You have won. You have won this. Barbara Hammond. Barbara Hammond. Thank you, Barbara. You have won, Beth Ward, a tube of Intense Lash Mascara. That is the Canadian company, because this is the most incredible mascara, but it's not for everybody. It does make you look like you have false lashes. I mean, but it's called Intense Lash, and it's from Cat Cosmetics. Beth Ward, that is what you have won tonight. Why? JD, you know what? That's amazing. We do have, and we have another JD. Is this? But it's you can definitely use. I mean, it's for everybody. So JD, I shall never call you a man again. Not that there's anything.
I
wrong with
warned you that might be a girl.
I am telling you. I want to see what JD looks like. I'm going to look you up.
I think that's kind of a
JD.
cute name for a girl.
Oh, I do too. I was thinking about changing my name recently.
To CD.
No, but I heard Buck call one of the machines outside. What did he call the machine outside? A
Excavator? Mini excavator?
No, there was a character on Star Trek called 7 of 9, but he called it 9 of something, this machine outside. And I went, oh, I love that. I'd like to have that as my name. And then I thought, I wonder if anyone's ever changed their name at this age. Do you think it's just crazy?
I think it's done a lot.
You do?
Well, these days, anything's changeable.
goes.
Anything can be changed at any time.
Anyway, Beth Ward, you have won the mascara, and thank you so much. Barbara Hammond, thank you so much for donating that.
Where are we at?
Barbara
Are
bought a
you
house
are you
here.
about ready to close the auction?
Yeah, I am. Oh, we're going to close the auction right after this gift that I'm giving away. Do we have? Oh, we do. Okay, Nicole Tilencio, you are the final wiener for tonight, and you have won. You have won a gift certificate to Cat Cosmetics, donated by Cat Cosmetics. You have won a gift certificate for $25. Nicole Tilencio, go ahead and write me at info@catcosmetics.com and make sure that you claim your prize, and make sure I have your email address, because that is how you will get it. And I just want to say thank you, everybody, for coming tonight. This is really, really great. We haven't done a show together for a while, you and I, so it's nice to see
Ryan,
you.
come back on there.
Ryan, come back. Make yourself known.
Ryan has.
Oh my God.
She wouldn't let me alone, so she had to come up.
Look how
Hi, Leia.
she has the greatest face. Look at this face of this dog.
Say hi, Leia.
Oh my goodness, Leia. Look at
Yeah,
that
she
baby.
knows she's cute, believe me.
Oh my gosh.
Does she give you the
Yeah,
beagle?
she knows it.
Does she give you the beagle mind meld when she wants something to eat?
Oh, she wants to eat all day long.
That's what I mean. Beagles are famous for that. Yeah. Beagles are famous for wanting to eat all day long. They look at you when you're eating and see the face. Do you see do you see the expression that they have? It's like, oh, poor me. I haven't eaten in a year.
Speaking
Ryan
of that, I
starves
want
me.
the maple kind.
The maple kind, yeah. She's beautiful, Ryan. You know, I still have never met her. Is that crazy?
You didn't? No.
I have not
I know.
met.
It's
No.
been 4 years I've had her.
Oh, we're gonna be.
When I come there, I want her to sleep with me in the bed, not the daddy, because I really.
I don't know if she'll do that.
Really?
I don't know about that. She might, but I don't know.
Just so you know, Ryan.
She's a bed hog, that's for sure.
Well, they all are. Between Todd and the animals, I have an inch of sleeping space. I'm telling you.
And whose fault is that?
That's my fault, because they're all my animals. But we used to sleep with Yippee, and he was the.
There's some of your
70-pound
animals right there.
Where? Oh, he's got the animal cams up right now. It's hard to see.
They're all
what's
over the
what.
damn place.
Now we have 2 new turkeys, and they're so awesome. You know, the girls all loved meeting the animals when they were here. But you know, Ryan, when I first met you, you said, I'm never going to have an animal, right? I'm just not a pet kind of
That
person.
is true.
And I said, you don't know what you're missing out on. And then when he got this dog, he said, you're not going to believe it, but I got a dog. It was like at a prize at an auction or something, right? Am I right?
No, my buddy Sam got me this dog out of nowhere. I came home,
Oh.
and next thing you know, I had a dog.
Oh my God, I didn't know that. And the next thing you know,
Yeah,
you have
Sam
a
did
dog.
that.
And then you said to me after you got the dog, I said, does the dog sleep with you? He said, no. The dog sleeps in a crate. No way. I sleep with an animal? Now she gets the whole
I know.
bed. So see,
Now I wake up and I have crinks in my neck and I have headaches all the time because I have like that much space to sleep in.
I know, but it's the best. I'm telling you. I went out today, put my arms out, and I did my little turkey call. It sounds something like this, my turkey call. That's a
I
turkey
became
call.
that guy.
You became that guy, and I go out and I put my arms out, and my turkeys hug me and kiss me, and oh my gosh, I'm that girl. So look at her. She's so cute. Everyone's
Yeah,
giving you
she
hearts for
is.
your dog, Ryan. They're hearting
Hey,
Leia.
Leia, you're getting a bunch of hearts.
She's getting hearts, exactly. All right, so, Seth Robichaud, it's good to have you here, and it's so good to see you, Susan Hirsch, and Francine, as always, Peggy, Shirley Tate's here. Sharon Amorosa, is there a link to buy Patty's book?
And were we giving away a book? Because we did not do that.
Yes, we are. Let's do one more randomizer thing, and I'm going to give away a copy of Patty's book. I forgot to do that tonight, so let's do it. Can you access the randomizer still?
I can.
All right, one more wiener, and we will see who wins My Life as Skippy. Okay, we're going in, and it's going around. Here we go. Okay. Isn't it fun? I'm like looking at all those names in there. John Eric St. James's name just went by. I saw it. The wiener is William Hirsch. William Hirsch. William, if you are here still, please make sure you write
I'd
me
say now that is likely a guy.
man. That's a
likely.
man, yes.
William for a girl would be pushing it. But I mean,
a
again,
girl named Bill.
well, I mean, these days, Bill is different.
Yeah. What you looking at, Liz?
Auction?
Oh, all right. So we are William Hirsch. Please write me at info@catcosmetics.com and give me your address so I can send Patty's book to you. And Liz, what do you? Oh, we have to close the auction now.
You have to close the auction.
Auction is officially closed. All right. Who was the winner of the auction?
Who do you think?
Frank Ferruccio. Am I right?
800.
$800, Frank. Congratulations. Congratulations. Who was he bidding against?
And knowing Frank, he's probably going to have
Against himself for the last
pictures. He'll find 12 other pictures.
Yes. Frank, we'll be talking to you shortly. Everyone, as we close out tonight, Ryan are you playing it, Ryan, or are we playing it? I don't know if Todd has
I
it.
have it. I have it.
Okay.
Classic.
So before we go, I'm going to play a little bunch of scenes from my hypnosis show from different places. And that is to let you know that I will be in Pennsylvania March 11th near Hershey at the Allen Theater. And I will be performing there March 11th and then the hypnosis show. And then I'll be doing a little mind reading too. I love, Ryan, that cafe that's there at that theater. Beautiful.
It's pretty nice.
Yeah, it's a great theater, 300 seats. I'm going to get to meet everybody, which is going to be great. And then on Saturday, we're going to have a screening of Bright Lights, the documentary, and Todd will be answering questions via Zoom up on the big screen. We used to do that with your mom for Bright Lights, and so it's kind of going to be fun. I wish you were going to be there, but I know you can't be, so you'll be there that
If
way.
if we can drive there, I'll go. I'm not getting on that cattle car though.
No, he's not going to fly. I'll put my spacesuit on, and I'll be down there.
I wish you would.
This is the poster for it. And so it is March 11th, one night, and then the next day is the Bright Lights screening. So we hope you'll be there. I'll just show you a few clips right now as you all say goodnight to each other, because I know you love doing that. And we love you. Thank you so much. And I will be around all
I'm going to count from 1 to 3, and at the count of 3, you're going to go for a swim using only your little fishy fins and little fishy faces. Going for a swim now. Ah, it feels so good, cool, and comfortable. 1, 2, 3, keeping your eyes closed. Go for a swim using your little fishy fins and little fishy faces.
Life under the sea is better than anything they got up there. The seaweed is always greener in some party else's lake. You dream about going
Going for that swim, little fish.
mistake. Just look at the world around you, right here on the ocean floor. Such wonderful things
As you swim, 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 how very good it feels.
under the sea. Under the sea. Darling, it's better down where it's wetter. Take it from me.
And as you swim, oh my God, what is that over there? Why, oh my God, it's a shark. Swim, little fish, swim. Swim, little fish, swim, 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 swim. Don't let it get you coming up behind you. There you go. All right. I'll save you. I'll save you. I'll save you. You're doing great, doing great. All right, all the way. I'm coming in. I'm coming in. Sleep all the way down. Let's give it up for the one and only incredible.